Hey guys, it's Michaela from Style and Vibes, and I'm back with another film review. King of the Dancehall stars Nick Cannon's character, who initially travels to Jamaica for the drug business. He ends up becoming engrossed with dancehall while caught between two lovely ladies, and they all leave it on the dance floor. I know what you're thinking. Nick Cannon, dancehall. What does Nick Cannon know about dancehall? Stay tuned. Like many of you, I was very apprehensive about Nick Cannon writing, filming, producing, and starring in this movie called The King of the Dancehall, because you haven't really seen any sort of relations to him and the music or the culture. He did film it a while ago, so I remember seeing pictures, and there was some media around them filming it in Jamaica. So what I really loved about the movie is how it highlighted dancehall culture, the idea of crews battling each other. If you think about the progression of dancehall and how dancers have changed their style, they've kind of gotten crews. They dance different, they look different. So they are battling in the movie, throughout the movie. Nick Cannon, without giving it away, you know, he has his crew and he's battling to, you know, see who's king of the dancehall. And I'm not gonna ruin it for you, so you guys gotta watch it. If I could draw a better comparison, it would be somewhere between Dancehall Queen and You Got Served. Dancehall Queen was very female focused, which this one is very male focused. But I think You Got Served is definitely a better comparison, only because there's a lot of dancing, as well as there are crews battling it out, and there's a storyline to it. I can also appreciate that Nick did not try to do an accent. So many people get the accent wrong, so I'm glad that they didn't even attempt to have him do it. And based on his storyline, he has roots in Jamaica, but he doesn't live there. So you'll kind of see, once you watch the movie, that it kind of makes sense as to why he doesn't have an accent. I think most people will enjoy the idea. I mean, when I watched it, it really brought me back to like early 2000, when, you know, Elephant Man, T.O.K., you know, Sean Paul were really like hot and kind of crossing over, keeping that dancehall sound but bringing it more mainstream. I think it's really reminiscent of that era and how popular the music has been, and how it's been like incorporated into American culture. And it really does give a backstory, and throughout the movie he really there are subtitles, so I think, you know, Jamaicans and Caribbean people will kind of find it annoying, but it will definitely help a broader audience to understand exactly what they're talking about. And then in the movie, throughout the movie, he kind of explains different things within the culture that you wouldn't exactly know if you're not of the culture, or even if you're not Jamaican. And so you kind of like, oh, well, that's what that means. So I think the movie necessarily isn't, it's a great, for dancehall lovers and people who grew up with dancehall, it's a great homage to our culture. For those who have never really understood the idea of how we dance and how we flow, and, you know, the idea of dancehall as a space as well as dancehall as a genre, it really does explain some of those elements. It's not a documentary, it definitely has a storyline, but what it does is it kind of educates those who don't understand the culture a little bit more into understanding the roots, the reasoning as to why and how we do things as it stands now. People will gravitate towards it only because it really has that crossover appeal to different audiences. So I think that that's important. I think it kind of seemed like the mission of the movie is to kind of cross over and educate as well as entertain. So I really think you should give it a try. Try YouTube Red to see exactly what the movie is about before you kind of jump to a conclusion. I did the same thing, but I was pleasantly surprised. Busta Rhymes is hilarious in the movie. I didn't even know he was in it, but he does a really, really good job as a supporting cast member. I believe the breakout star of this movie is definitely Kimberley Patterson. She plays Nick Cannon's love interest, and she is beautiful and gorgeous, and she just does a really great job. I had never heard of her before this movie, and I loved her in it. She is gorgeous. She had the moves down packed. She had the camera, you know, she had the eye candy thing going on, and you know, her chemistry with Nick on film is definitely there, and I would love to see her in more. This was a really great effort. It did what I think it should have done, but you know, you be the judge of that. Watch it and then let me know. It's right here on YouTube. You just have to sign up for YouTube Red, and then you can be the judge and, you know, leave your comments below. You know, let me know what you think about the movie. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye.